Okay, so I think this is going to be a pretty long video, and I think I'll probably actually split it up into two videos. So we'll just go through the post-purchase placed order and then the post-purchase order fulfilled. Um, this first one I'm going to show you is just a more basic, easy one to do. The post-purchase experience is a very dense one. You know, somebody's just paid you money, they're giving you their credit card details. They've transacted with you. So the big mistake, and what I see a lot of the time when I'm auditing accounts, is that there's only like 2 emails in it, and that's it. It's like, thanks for your order. And then sometimes it's like, hey, get 10% off on your next order, something like that. But there's a lot of different emotions and a lot of different objectives that you should be hitting in the post-purchase. So let's quickly just go through the post-purchase placed order. So there's another mistake I see. Most people just do the placed order and they build out the whole post-purchase flow from there. That's a mistake, because you should actually have all your other messaging under order fulfilled, so that you know you're actually hitting them at the right time, where you should be educating them about the product and you should be asking for a review, right? Because if you use placed order, you may be showing them how to use the product way too early, before that, you know, they're not going to receive it for a while, and you may be asking them for a review and they only just got their product. So let's look at placed order first. Try and make the timing so it doesn't clash with the Shopify transactional emails. Shopify's got 2 transactional emails that it'll send out. Of course, you don't want this to clash with the just order confirmation email. So you've got the placed order. So that first email should just be a simple thank you, thanks for ordering, something branded, because the Shopify email is not going to be branded, but you can actually, there is a way to do that where you can create it in Klaviyo, export the HTML, put it into Shopify, so it does look fully branded. But this is just a thank you. It can even come from the CEO or owner of the company. And then if you want, also, you can have a social CTA, like thanks for ordering, means a lot to us. You know, we're going to get this over to you. We're preparing it right now. While you're waiting, you know, you can follow us on these other channels. So here's some examples of somebody's placed order email. So this one, all things golden. There's their thank you. And then it's like, hey, while you're waiting, want to take time, personally thank you. Every purchase means a lot to us, and just kind of a bit of a background about, you know, this is why we made it. Great care goes into every design. Can't wait to see you shopping with us again. This one from Allbirds. Thank you. And just super simple. Hey Josh, got your order. We'll let you know when it's shipped and is headed your way. So just a nice, you know, customer experience touch there. Here is one from Drink You, right? So excited while you're waiting for your order, and then they just give them some information or education about the order, what's in it, and then of course, if they do need any help, it's also a good thing to put in the thank you email, right? It's like, hey, if you need to contact us or you need any help, like, here's how you do it. So if they do have any issues with the order or shipping or anything, they know how to easily contact you. All right, Johnny Slicks, thanks for the order, making your first purchase. Join the Slicksters. So it's like, cool, like I'm part of a community. The Slicksters? Yeah, Johnny Slick. And then once again, as I said, you can have some social CTAs. Now that we're friends, make sure you share your experience, follow us on Instagram, friend us on Facebook, things like that. Okay, so now that that one is done, we kind of don't want to be sending them product education or asking for a review or even asking for a repeat purchase until we know the order has actually been fulfilled. So, you know, who knows what happens? There could be a fulfillment problem, shipping could be super slow, you know, something like that. And then you're sending them emails that they probably shouldn't be receiving right now. But let's look at the order fulfilled. Now, we use a few flow filters here that we typically don't see, but we just make sure that they haven't canceled the order and that they have not refunded the order. And this has not been in the flow in any time. So you can put that there because we just want this to be for first-time buyers, or you can do a conditional split up here and just make sure it's only first-time buyers going through here and everybody else exits. So what does the first email look like? Sometimes we call it the hype email, like to hype them up, but it's kind of like eliminating buyer's remorse. So something that happens when people purchase psychologically is that they get buyer's remorse. I know it's happened to me. You go buy hundreds of dollars or spend $500 on a pair of shoes or clothing or whatever it is, and then you spend your well-earned paycheck on that, and then kind of sometimes you think, shit, like I just spent all that money. Did I make the right decision there? So always eliminate buyer's remorse. Just let the customer know, hey, you made the right choice. Very important. Build excitement, use rave reviews, address any frequently asked questions, remove uncertainty, reinforce benefits. And a good thing to also do is just use a comparison email showing how your brand's product is better than competitors, because very likely people have just shopped with you and they were also comparing you with other similar products from other brands. And a lot of times this also happens to me. I'm sure it's happened to you. You go and then you're looking at a few different brands, and then so hard to decide which one to go with. And you're like, okay, I'm going to buy from brand A. And then you buy from them. And then a little bit later, a day or two later, you're kind of thinking, shit, I should have brought from brand B. They actually do look better, or whatever it is. So we want to address that, because the last thing we want is for somebody to be in the mindset of, I made the wrong choice. And then they receive your product, and then it affects their experience with your product when they receive it. Email 2, product education, product adoption. So for certain products, you need to help people be successful with your products, right? For a number of reasons. If you can teach them how to use your product and be successful with it, one, they're going to use the product, and they need to use the product, especially if it's CPG, a consumable. They need to use it so that they have to buy more. If they don't use it and they don't empty it, or they don't need to refill or restock, then they're not going to come back and make that second purchase. 2, we need to educate them on how to be successful, because if they don't have a good experience with your product, if they're not successful with it and get the intended results, then once again, they're not going to buy that product again. They're not going to shop with you again. They're not going to give you a good review. So product adoption and education, you can even add another email in here. Once again, this is not set in stone. This is a nice basic one, but sometimes we also add another one, which is like tips and tricks and advice to get the best out of your product. Now, the other thing, once again, not every product needs a lot of product education. So, we do marketing for brands that sell pillows or fashion, right? Leather goods, handbags. In that case, what you want to do is more like product care. Here's how to keep these cool pillows clean. Here's how to keep your leather lasting long and looking good. So you want those product care tips so that they actually know how to take care of the product. So there's a few things here, like how to use, how to be successful, care tips, best use cases, tips and tricks. After we know they've used it, had a good experience with it, make sure the time delay is correct for your type of product. And then we want to hit them up for a review, right? You can do it in here. It doesn't have to be in this. A lot of the times we'll actually make it in a separate flow. We'll separate the review requests, especially if they're using certain apps like Akendo and so on and so forth. Another really smart thing you can do in write a review, if depending on what tier you're on for your review app, many of them, they can auto incentivize different types of reviews. So it's great just asking people, hey, give us a review, and then they just leave you a text review. But what's even better is if you submit a photo review, we're going to give you a $10 off discount code. If you submit a video review, we'll give you a $20 off discount code. So now you're automating and incentivizing better reviews, and you're then generating more user-generated content for your website to convert better, so that you can use in marketing, that you can use in future email marketing for social proof. So that's something to think about there. And then after some time, this can be at the 2-week mark, 20-day mark, 30-day mark, we then want to start trying to incentivize a repeat purchase if they have not made one yet. So you can do even like a pre-sell email here, just talking about a really cool product and the benefits, and then the next email is like, hey, by the way, we're doing a quick sale on it, 10% off, whatever. But you're trying to get a repeat purchase here, trying to turn a first-time buyer into a second-time buyer. and then email 5, last chance. And then even then, at the end, it's also nice to try and do another omni-channel push. So try to get them on your most highly engaged interactive social channel like TikTok or Instagram, because no matter what, everybody's going to churn from your email list. No one's going to keep opening your emails after 6-8 months, after a year. Usually when you sign up to somebody's email newsletter, you do open it up for quite some time, but everybody's going to churn. I know there's emails that I signed up and used to read all the time, and now I just never ever open them. So what do you want to do? Make sure that they're at least seeing you on other channels while they're online. So they're not opening your emails, but at least now they're on Instagram scrolling and they're still seeing you. They're still getting reminded of you. You're still staying top of mind, and then they can come back and purchase again. We wait 2 days, exclude equals false. So let's have a look at some email design examples and copy design examples. So here we're looking at that first email, right? So it's the buyer's remorse hype email. So your order's on the way, you can track it here. PS, the rest of our community is excited too. So they're just using social proof here. Social proof that people are happy with their product purchase. So it's telling the customer, everybody's happy about buying our products, and that you don't have anything to worry about. You can have a great experience and a great time. Now I want to show you one of the ones that we love to do also as a buyer's remorse one, because we know that typically a lot of people are looking at other brands. So this is, I believe this was like a campaign email, but it wasn't a flow email. And it's like battle of the earbuds, right? But this is what a comparison email looks like, right? So you're showing your product against either a generic brand or a well-known brand. And then you just show like, well, we're better because 12-hour battery versus 4-hour battery, Bluetooth 5.2 against that, true audiophile against balanced consumer, and the price is cheaper, right? So now people are going, oh, they can see, right? A, B comparison, I've made the right choice. This was the perfect product to buy. I like this one from, oh no, so this wasn't a comparison one from Whiskey Loot. Here's a good comparison one from DuraDry. Once again, this wasn't in their post-purchase, but it's just a good example of what a comparison email would look like. So you bought DuraDry, bang, ticks all the boxes. But you look at other natural deodorants or regular antiperspirants, and they don't have a lot of other things that we do. So once again, it's just making the customer feel like I made the right choice, I'm happy about this purchase. Okay, product education, how to get the most out of your perfume, right? Because we want people to have a good time with the product. So something very particular with perfume or cologne that a lot of people don't know, right? Here's some tips to keep it in top quality. Protect it from direct sunlight, avoid the bathroom, store it in a cool, dry place, keep the perfume with good temperature, keep the bottle closed, right? That's going to help it keep its like wonderful smell, because if you don't follow these steps, then the perfume's probably going to lose that great smell and aroma, and then all of a sudden people are like, this perfume sucks. And they'll have a bad experience with it. Here we have one from Urban Doll, at home lash extensions. Definitely need lots of education here, right? So 4-step application. I believe this even leads to a YouTube video, and then you've got like step 1, step 2, step 3. Need help, schedule one-on-one with our lash experts. So really, really cool that they've done that, and then tutorial here. And then they also had, as I said before, like I think it was a tips and tricks to also get the best out of it. Best way to apply, do not use makeup wipes, no, I don't even know how to pronounce that, water, no face wash, cleanser, and then different methods of applying it, gridlock method, right? So, and then here's one where it's more about just taking care of your product. So Green Philosophy, they sell these pillows that are like plants, right? And leaves. So watching your pet snuggle your new pillow, awesome. Seeing your new pillow covered in fur, terrible. So it tells you like surface clean with damp cloth, use a lint remover, and skip the washing machine and dryer. Happy cleaning. So as you can see, really important is product education and product adoption if you want people to become repeat buyers. So there should be a massive focus on that. And there's a lot of other ways you can do it, and I'm going to jump into them in the second video. So now we're going into the review request. This one's from Bellroy. It's actually not a review request. It's actually like an NPS survey. So tell us how much you like it. How likely is it that you will recommend Bellroy to a friend? 0 to 10. So that's like a net promoter score. Just figuring out how well the brand or product is doing. Are people actually enjoying it? If not, are there more detractors than promoters? Then we definitely have a problem with the product experience and we need to improve it. These ones, yep, beautiful. Review requests, seasonings of love, review title, review rating, write a review. And then we have Casper. So how did you sleep? Review the sheets. Super simple, straightforward, and easy. And then once again, you can incentivize different reviews, which I definitely recommend doing, so you can generate far more user-generated content, which then you can use in future marketing. Now we're looking at pushing that repeat sale. So someone's been able to use your product, experience it. We hope they liked it if you've got a good product. And now what we want to do is turn them into a repeat customer. Of course, incentivizing this is a good way to go. Get 10% off next 48 hours. Thanks for your purchase. Hope you're enjoying your new toy. Let's give you like 10% off, right? And then it's followed up by another one to get that repeat purchase. Hey, take 10% off, and then pointing them in the right direction. Here's some cool products that you could be buying. And that is it. So that would be like the last chance email, right? So one's maybe like 48 hours to use this repeat purchase discount code, and then the last one's like, okay, you only got 24 hours left. Here's some urgency to get you across the line. This is kind of like a very basic setup for a post-purchase flow. And then once again, I would also probably add, go to Omnichannel here, go check us out on these other channels. I'll show you a more advanced one after this, and with a bunch of different other cool ideas. And the other thing to sort of take note of is that you really want a post-purchase flow for a first-time buyer, and then you want a different one for repeat buyers, where repeat buyers are something they've come back and they've bought again, so we definitely know they love the product. So you can push other things in there like affiliate programs, refer a friend, that sort of stuff. Get on the subscription plan, but you definitely want to have different messaging, and just show that you appreciate them being a second time buyer and treat them differently.